things got spicy today.
The sea was angry today, my friends.
And let's talk some piss and vinegar.
All right, welcome back to the Buffalo Plus podcast. Mike Catalana, Dan Fates. I am Jenna Cottrell. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Day 5 of Bills camp here in Pittsburgh. We're going to get into the full pads, the fights, the best play of camp. We're going to do shout-outs as well. And Michael, there's something special a-brewing.
Yeah, tomorrow morning, you're going to get a new Buffalo Plus channel video, and it's Bills player related. How's that sound?
That was phenomenal. We put out a video saying that the big announcement was coming this week. There were some guesses. They were kind of right in the midst of the comment section. But again, this has been something that we've worked really hard for, really excited. I think it's going to bring another level to the Buffalo Plus team, and we'll be able to do it throughout the season. Very excited.
Genuinely, we are really looking forward to it. Very exciting stuff out there. Today, best weather day of camp, and honestly, what we saw out on the field, it reminded me of how much fun Bills camp can be.
Camp had not been great up until today. Weather had a huge impact
Truly.
on it, no doubt. You know, they did the half pads practice yesterday. All that got taken away today. I was going to say washed away. That was the other days. Like you said, the weather was perfect. The players were padded up and juiced up today. They absolutely were. It was as physical of a practice as you can get under the restraints of what you do now in NFL preseason and training camp practices.
I didn't see a single person adjusting their shoulder pads. But truly, I mean, we were talking about it on the sidelines going, this was the most fun. This was the most exciting day. Obviously, like you said, the rain has played a factor.
Yeah.
But we've talked, unfortunately, to some extent, because there hasn't been a ton to really dive into. Like I said, we've talked about Kyle Allen, we've talked about this player, that player. Today, it felt like the stars really kind of started making the big plays, and that was so exciting to see.
I was so happy for fans too, because they had been so patient, like waiting for the weather to turn, waiting to kind of see that juice that we have talked about. And I felt like today, and then you also have the fights in there, which I shouldn't
Tons
say
of
fights.
juice.
Skirmishes.
Oh, no, they were fights.
They were fights.
Okay. Sometimes it's like, which word do you want to use?
Well, that is a good word, though. I think the after punches are thrown, it becomes more of a skirmish. That's a hockey word, too, sometimes. Oh, no. Guys threw punches. Guys were angry with each other.
Helmets were ripped off.
Yeah.
So who was involved in all this?
So I think we have to set the scene a little bit because it's the padded practice. And again, we've been through enough of these where you kind of know and anticipate that there is going to be a lot of run plays. The players are all in pads. It's offensive, defensive line. They're not in pajamas anymore. It's time to actually see who can play. So early on, like the first 3 run plays, they usually talk about how you play full speed, but you don't bring the running back or the ball carrier to the ground. The first 3 plays, the running back got taken to the ground. And right then and there, I was like, oh, the offense isn't going to like this.
Yeah.
Well, it was like they're going to get upset about it. And one of the first skirmishes was Terrell Bernard tackled, I believe it was Ray Davis, went to the ground, and then Spencer Brown came right over top and landed on Terrell Bernard. It lasted 2.3 seconds. But it was the first time where you were like, yep, temperature's ramped up, this is going to happen. And then it pretty much each one escalated from there.
And the biggest one of the day is after a play ended on 11-on-11, rookie linebacker Kaleb Elarms-Orr launching himself into Dalton Kincaid, and that got quite a rise out of the entire team.
Yeah, look, he has made a name for himself at this camp. No-nonsense guy, all about football. He did not believe it was late. I don't think he cared. Kincaid cared, and almost everybody jumped into the fray. Dan, while they were all going at it, what was DJ Moore doing?
He was gritting around the pile.
I mean, it wasn't like he was
we
like...
cannot film
these
periods.
Kind of stinks.
Yeah. So that's
but
why...
I hope that the Bills find a way to crop out the fight that's going on, because 3 feet away, DJ Moore is just grittying around it. It'd be really good. They have a really good social media team.
Yeah.
But again, I can't stress, I've never seen a hit like Kaleb Elarms-Orr hit Dalton Kincaid. Like, laid him out.
Yeah.
In a practice setting.
A
it's
training
his
camp.
teammate.
Yes.
It would have been a big hit on Sunday.
Now, let me tell you something. The defense knows they're not out there to hurt a guy on the offense. Defensive players loved it. Loved it. And this kid ain't worried about making friends.
Nope.
Not that he wants to be a bad teammate. He is just, I'm playing football, the pads are on, you're going down. And look, it's Dalton Kincaid. He's an important guy.
Yes.
Hey, look, it'd be anybody on the team. But once he was down, everybody jumped in. I mean, it had to be 60 guys in the middle of it.
And it was one of those where it's like, oh, it's just two guys going at it. It was everybody. And Kaleb Elarms-Orr ended up at the bottom of it. There were more punches thrown. His helmet got taken off. It was one of those things that as soon as it happened, you could kind of see the reaction of him being like, I'm gonna get hit. Like I just started something. It was a split second decision. We talked about like playing football. Like I think Kaleb Elarms-Orr was just so excited. They all talked about how they're all teed up and that we're loaded in testosterone, and that was one of those moments. We talked to some of the players after practice about the theme of the day, which was fights, and here's what they had to say.
Nice little scuffle standing up, and then we went to the ground. It was a great time. Shout out to the rookie linebacker Kaleb. So,
So you enjoyed him?
Oh, I enjoyed. Well, I didn't enjoy him, hitting our guy after the whistle, but I enjoyed punching him in the face a couple times and choking him out. So that's always enjoyable.
Alex said that he was happy that the rookie did that because then he got to wail on him a little bit.
Yeah, I could see him saying that. Yeah, I mean, it's pros and cons of it. You never want. I mean, Dalton's my boy, so you never want to see that happen. He's important in the offense. So you want to take care of him, but the flip side of it, I don't mind seeing a little piss and vinegar coming out of the rookies. And
What's it like in that scrum? Like it felt like there was like 60
I can show you if you want. No, I'm just kidding. No, it sucks once you get on the ground and then you're tired and then everybody kind of is laying on you and feels like you're being suffocated, and then you got to get up and do another place. You're like, man, maybe fighting wasn't the best idea, but you got to do it sometimes.
All right, so it's your guy on offense who gets hit after the play, whatever, and it's a rookie. What do you think when you see a rookie do that?
about to find out why not to do that. Yep.
That's
all I got. Yeah.
Yeah, man. When those pads come on, everybody, turn it up a notch. And at the end of the day, I love the physicality that we bring in as a team. We just got to channel it in the right direction. Like I was saying, Coach was saying, you rather say chill than sick 'em. So when we got a team full of sick 'ems, that's a good thing. But at the end of the day, we got to make sure we channel our energy in the right place.
Alec Anderson is unfiltered.
Yes.
In front of a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying, I could show you what he said. That was me who asked that question. So I was like, we'll take a pass on that, Alec, and all.
The other thing, too, about, and we've talked about they're in shorts and T-shirts and all this stuff. Kaleb Elarms-Orr feels like a guy that would hit his grandma if she had the ball going over the middle. Like, I don't care. After practice, we wanted to talk to him, and he's like, hang on, I got to go get more work in. He was also asked, who is somebody that you've been looking at as a mentor? And he's like, Jim Leonard. I hang out with Jim Leonard. I watch film with Jim Leonard. This guy is football 120%, and it is pretty chilling to see.
Yeah.
Spencer Brown's like, I tried to get him to smile one time. He's all football.
He's
Bradley
all
Chubb.
football. We asked other guys, and he's like, he's a pretty serious guy, is the way he is. They like him. I think they're a little afraid of him, I'll be honest with you.
TJ Parker goes, when I first met him, I didn't think he was a rookie. He goes, he doesn't look like one. He looks like he's 30.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't look like this baby-faced Deion Walker as a rookie. This guy looks the part of a starting linebacker in the NFL.
And I think for that, he can earn our new dude of the day.
Yeah,
because
no
the way in which, and we talked about how the half pads and how in pajamas you can't really get a true impression, but he made a true impression this afternoon.
Here's a couple other things I want to say about it. Number one, the coaches will get mad at them, but secretly they love, as long as nobody's getting hurt. Like, you don't want to see some guy swinging.
And not destroying the practice.
Yes. And that did not happen.
Hijacking it, yeah.
Right. Defensively, like if I'm the coaches, I'm sitting there and I'm going, hey, Kaleb, we can't do this. But then they're sitting there talking, going, this kid's a dog.
Yeah.
Right? And they know that. And offensively, I don't think they mind it. There's some tough guys on that offense. No. I'm not saying the hit. I'm saying altercations.
Oh.
I don't think, because the offensive guys come to their defense.
Yep.
So it's always going to be that way. Let's be honest. For the most part, unless an offensive lineman is shoving a guy in the mask, it's a defensive player who's almost always going to start it. They're going to hit somebody late, then the offensive guys react to it. So, no, they're pissed that he hit their teammate that way, but I think they like the fight back.
And that was one of the things that was talked about after practice. And I know you guys talked to Bradley Chubb about this as well, of like, and even Terrell Bernard talked about it, how that's kind of the mentality you want to see.
It's the difference of flipping that switch. It's a lot easier, as Bradley Chubb said, to say chill than sick 'em. And he goes, and when you have a team of sick 'em, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
They feel like, and I asked Spencer Brown that, talked to Alec Anderson about that, whether it goes back to the signing of C.J. Gardner-Johnson. It's we want to have some dogs. We want to bring an edge. Alec Anderson emphasized that. Spencer Brown said the same thing. Like, I think they truly are frustrated that they haven't gotten over the hump. And not that you're carrying the weight, but you're carrying of like, we got to do something differently. There were more fights in this camp today than there were in maybe some camps under Sean for the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, we've had fights, and Alec Anderson's usually involved in it. But they've had sometimes where there's multiple things, and and they're trying to get their work done and all. This was, I would say, this was definitely ramped up, and everybody got involved. And sometimes it starts with like there's a fumble or something, and then it just keeps going. This was a flat-out hit. God, I wish we could show it to you, because it was like a real NFL play.
And Bradley Chubb, we asked him afterwards, because I'll never forget one of the practices where they were fighting a few years ago, and Vaughn goes, that's a young man's game. I don't get involved in the fights. And then I'm thinking about DJ Moore dancing around the fight. And we asked Bradley Chubb, and he's like, I'm the separator guy. Yeah. He goes, I'm the guy that's pulling people off. He goes, I don't really get involved anymore. And Bradley Chubb is very insightful to talk to.
Yeah.
You just learn a lot. He seems like a true, really good guy, good leader. And he reminds me a lot of Vaughn when he talks.
He does. He has a similar voice.
Yes, similar voice.
Yeah, and they were teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess,
And when
that's
he started out and
similar like draw and like accent.
Yes. But I do really like the perspective that Bradley Chubb brings. All right, so there was excitement with that, and then excitement earlier on, because 11 on 11s, unbelievable throw, catch, Josh Allen dropping back, 55-yard bomb to DJ Moore in triple coverage. The Bills posted the video of it. I mean, it got the crowd going, and just seeing that type of play, that spark, you're just like, Josh was excited.
That was awesome. He threw the ball, and my first thought was, there's no way this is going to be completed. There's three guys around him, and the three guys are Bishop, Benford, and Max Harrison.
Yeah.
And the coverage was good. Max
It was.
You know what it reminded me in an odd way? It's another pass and catch with three guys around him. DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh.
On the,
Sure.
Yeah.
what do they call the?
Hail Murray.
Hail Murray.
Yeah.
When it wasn't it
Taron?
Micah? Oh, it was Taron Johnson.
Micah and Jordan.
And Jordan Poyer all around him, and he still caught it. This was perfect throw, perfect catch.
Yeah.
That it was.
And it was just awesome to see. What?
The players that were involved.
A lot of players involved.
It just was interesting.
Well, that's what I'm saying is,
and all those things.
I don't think the defense
normally I get exactly what you're I'm not getting.
Yeah, I'm
Mike
getting
gets it.
I get it. Here's the thing I'm going to say is, I think the coaches,
I'm definitely not high.
when Jim Leonard is looking at it, I'm sure there's some technique and there's some things they're going to look at. That's just beat by a better throw and a better catch.
Yeah.
And it was
Better
perfect.
offense.
And it's funny. You get so little of that
Yeah.
in these practices. If you think about it, if you've come out to practice, it's a lot of drills. It's a lot of stuff. They get in the 11 on 11. This was as close as they are now to 22 starters.
Yep.
Going at it, contact, throw the ball. It looked like football, and it was a great play. And it reminds you that, Jenna, there is no rule against making life easier for Josh Allen.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Checked with the league?
Yes, I did check. They said.
Hold on, we're getting confirmation. Yes, you can still do that.
He
You know
doesn't have
Josh
to
was
run
jazzed.
55. He can
Yes.
throw it 55
It was
for
just,
a touchdown.
I mean, it was an impressive catch.
Yeah.
And we've talked about how much DJ Moore has impressed since camp started.
Pass catcher of the day.
Yeah, I mean, I think that he earned it once again.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
it's been cool to see because you're right. I feel like it hasn't been like that since Diggs.
It really hasn't. And it has been that force DJ the ball to see what we can do. Like, let's push the limits here in training camp. You always hear Josh doing that. Like, I'm going to try and force some throws here to see what we can get away with. That was one where it's like, no, yes. That's Steph pulling up from 35 feet and being like, okay, great shot.
Yeah.
Great shot. Get back on
Do it
defense.
again.
Yeah. And that's the other thing, too, is I was looking at, they also did one-on-one reps, which was the first time we got to see those, which is, if there's one thing that I wish we could film, it would be that.
Truly.
Notable from that, and I do want to put like the caveat and the grain of salt into this, is that when it's one-on-one and the DBs are working on something, they have to cover the entire field.
Right.
Okay? So like, I was talking to Carl Jones, per usual, and he's like, if I have outside leverage and somebody beats me on a slant on the inside, like, yeah, that's what happens. But I have outside leverage because I'm expecting another
You're
play.
playing it the way you should play it. You would normally have help. Correct. Right.
But Keon Coleman went 4 for 4 against Max Hairston.
Yep.
Looked really good. Kaleb Elarms-Orr went step for step with both James Cook and Ty Johnson on wheel routes, which was really impressive. That dude can move, and we already talked about can hit as well as we've learned today. IGB had some really nice coverage on a Josh Palmer rep. Skylar Bell up and down a little bit.
Yeah, so I had
Nicole Hardman had like the best catch, most contested one. I thought was the best play.
Skylar Bell was going one-on-one with your guy, Kenai Walker.
Yep.
Yeah.
And perfect throw, and Skylar didn't hold on to it. I said that
Off
play
the
was
fingertips.
Skywalker.
He was very proud of that one.
Come on, Skylar against Walker.
it was.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Wow.
It's just not good.
It's not good.
We gave like a courtesy, like, yeah,
was
you're
pretty
my
good.
boss.
I know, you're jealous. You guys are jealous.
No, but I
Skywalker.
did think like he had a touchdown before, or was it a touchdown? I'm trying to remember. He had a nice catch against IGB earlier on. It was like, ooh, rookie versus rookie. But then that second rep where it was, he had his fingertips on it.
Yeah,
Brady went and talked to him after. You could tell he was just like, hey man, like when you're tracking the ball, here's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Kincaid against Cole Bishop had a win. I just literally was just trying to write down as quick as I could which guy won. Cole Bishop had a couple of nice routes against Kincaid.
That is a great point you made about the one-on-ones, though, because it does leave the defender totally exposed.
You have to cover an entire. You're covering
And I
sideline
wonder,
to
and
sideline.
I think they obviously coach that way.
Yes.
This is what the coverage would be. Play them, and then let's see. When the ball goes up, go make a play on it either way. So it was good to see.
Another guy, we mentioned him yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I love watching Steve Gosnell. He made some really fantastic catches. I mean, second team working with Kyle Allen, and Kyle Allen must have heard us talking because he had
Better
a nice
day.
Completed pass.
He had
Yes,
he did have
several
some
of
nice.
them.
I would say he had some nice throws. Like that was.
Yeah.
I liked seeing that. Yeah. Try
White
to build
Steve
off of that.
makes the catch, and then he says to the fans, "Were my feet in?"
Yeah,
Afterward,
and they were
which
like,
was-
yeah. No,
So that
I
was
just
good.
he's fun to watch. Number
Love White
89 out
Steve.
there. Yeah, he's just one of those players that you kind of look to. You're like, oh, and we said it yesterday, but great guy for scout team. Like really, just the effort he puts in. It's exciting to watch. Yes.
Ray
Mention
Davis, I
that,
wanted to mention.
yeah.
Ray had a little bit of a tough day.
He's had a tough camp.
Dropped a punt. It looked like he muffed a punt. Went down. Looked like he hurt his leg briefly, but then he was back out there.
Yep.
At not play, the ball came out. I think he was already down.
Yeah.
But, I think there's a lot they want to see
Yep.
out of Ray. They kept the running back room exactly the way it was.
Yep.
And like he's a great kick returner. Just today, just to notice, as much as I think Ray will contribute to this team, wasn't a great day.
He went down, and the team immediately saying like, "Bring out the trainer." So
Yeah.
it was one of those
It was
moments.
the start of where like the ball carrier was being taken to the ground too many times.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And you were like, oof. And then he walked off the field with trainers. Well, he walked off the field under his own power, came back out later on.
Yeah.
So it looks like an injury was avoided in terms of something sustainable long term. Also want to note, we did see C.J. Gardner-Johnson out here as well today. Had a sleeve on his...
Compression sleeve.
Yeah, on his left or right leg. Excuse me. He was doing some work off to the side with trainers, which you see him out there. You're like, all right, that's good. You see him around the team. Then you see him working with the trainers, some of the... I don't want to say mobility, but using some of like the bands and being on the bike, stuff like that, where you're like, okay, that seems like that's a good sign for him.
So here's where I'm going to bring up what we talked about yesterday, which was Joe not giving timelines on injuries.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I think that can be a positive, but it could also be like, we have no idea. You see CJ out there and you're like, just in general, you might think, oh, he's going to, I know it's camp, it's not the season. A week or two. We have no idea yet what a time frame is.
Yeah.
And so sometimes that can be like, you might think, oh, he's going to be back soon.
Yeah.
And maybe their mind is it's a month.
Yep.
Or a week. Like, we don't know. So it leaves it out there a little bit. I don't think that's going to be as much of a factor in August as it will be, you know, once the season starts.
And also, CJ just being back out there is a vibe. The way that he was dancing around, the calf looked pretty good when he was dancing.
Well, yeah, you're seeing him like his approach. You're like, well, I don't also know what would make him not be like that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But not only that, we joked around about how he doesn't really do like the stretching period. That's usually his period to talk trash to his teammates and Joe Brady. Today, he went around and dapped up every single player. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Like, the coaches don't even do that. They kind of do like their group. CJ went up and down like the 5 rows. I don't know, like good teammate, good dude move. Like,
It is.
Again, it's just the vibe.
But I will also say, without him on the field, there was a lot of energy.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
thought we talked about
But there was
all
less energy yesterday, and CJ was nowhere to be seen.
Well, I also think the rain probably factored into
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
Two things can be true.
I agree.
And the sea was angry today.
And the sea was angry today.
Titleist.
I
If
do
you know,
want to
you know.
mention. I do.
Is anybody a marine biologist?
I do want to mention Cole Bishop has seemed to be very vocal on the sidelines. I don't know if you've caught that, but
He
I feel
was pissed off today
Well, he
after one
was-
of those altercations.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was angry.
But even before that,
Yeah.
like him like chirping a lot more,
Yeah.
like
He's
being
like in demon mode.
yeah, like I've just
Yeah.
never really seen that. I don't know if CJ Gardner-Johnson unlocked that. I think it's also a piece of him being more comfortable. You know, this
Yeah.
is another year and he's coming off a great second season. So it's like, but seeing that much fire out of him is something that I have not noticed
Yeah.
in the past before.
The sea was angry.
You
It took
guys.
us like 5 takes to do
to
the
get that.
open.
Yeah.
Because I'm hilarious.
Mike couldn't get it together.
I reached my hand.
Somebody else who talked today,
Yeah.
Terrell Bernard. I feel like we've mentioned him a little bit. We've obviously talked a lot about Kaleb Elarms-Orr, but today we talked to him after practice, and he just mentally was talking about where he was at before, going through the injury, how much he learned about himself, how much he's now learned to be more open when he's not feeling good, and just the fact that he is in a way better spot than he was before. And just, I asked him, I'm like, do you feel re-energized? Because, you know, football was taken away
Taxing.
from you
Yeah.
last season, essentially. And he's like, I'm so much, he's like, you don't realize it, but he was talking about how grateful he is to be back out there. And I think some fans are kind of out on TB because, you know, when he was out on the field last year, it was not the results that it was the year prior. Now it's a new system. And he was talking about how him and Jim Leonard are in constant communication because he wants to excel and he knows that he is capable of that.
So think about his path, right? His rookie year, he was not ready. He'll tell you, my head was spinning.
Mm-hmm.
He got in one game, I think it was a Jets game, it was not good.
No.
And then a brilliant man predicted that he would be the starter. And he came in and he started making plays.
And he got injured
did.
in that camp.
Yes.
Hamstring.
But he came out when he
Splash plays
started
galore.
playing. He said, I knew so much more. He was comfortable. He's been on the field. He made plays in the playoff game against the Ravens. Like, this is who the guy was. When he and Milano were together, it was great. You forget. Then Milano goes out. It impacts him. So now you look and you say, all right, new system. He's back. He's got a rookie who is doing everything he can to get on the field. And I would understand why a lot of fans are like, I want to see the next guy.
Sure.
Don't be out on Terrell Bernard yet. I think the guy's got a lot in him to play, and I think if he is healthy and that speed is back, he will be an impactful player for this defense.
I agree.
I still think that every single time the opposing offense fumbles, I just assume that Terrell Bernard is going to recover.
Yeah.
He's
recovered like 76 fumbles in his career in 4 years. It's unbelievable.
I think he learned so much last year from him
Yeah.
wanting to be out on the field.
Sean always talked about scars.
Yeah. I think he said mentally how much he grew from that experience.
Yeah.
And how could you not? And also, like, I mean, he was one of 2 captains.
Go back to the Kansas City playoff game when he couldn't be on the field.
Yep.
And he was in tears. Like, this is who this guy is. So I get it. The best players are going to play. And I think Jim Leonard's a smart guy. He's looking, going, I got to get this kid ready. I've got a guy who's got a lot of snaps in the middle who can help me get this defense going. I believe Bernard's going to start the season. I think he's going to get that opportunity to run this defense as they're getting it together. And listen, if Kaleb Elarms-Orr can really play, he's going to get on the field a lot.
Yeah.
That's what the case is going to be. So
Yeah. Anything? I'm going to do the shout-outs, but
Just an awesome podcast coming tomorrow. Video coming tomorrow.
yeah, we're very excited. What time
it's
is
just Dan
It's
by himself.
We need to
okay.
shake a little bit of a leg.
it? Okay. Want to do our shout-outs?
Pops Mafia. Saw
Yeah.
him today. He's like, when do
Nice.
I get a shout out? I was like, I feel
That's
like we've
fair.
shouted you out
I was
before,
gonna
but
say,
there's
yes.
another one.
Speaking of somebody we've shouted out before, Dan, friend of the pod, saw him in the stands. Not this Dan. Ken, Ruby, and Michelle, shout out to them. They parked in my front yard today.
Oh, love it.
Trish, of course, big Bills fan, Buffalo Plus fan. Thank you very much.
Oh, we got
And Justin from Webster,
Yes.
who now knows Jenna is officially the Queen of Webster.
I'm a Websterian. I don't even know if that's what it's called.
Websterite?
No, I feel like it's
Wait a minute, you were
Websterian.
born- you don't
lived
know
there,
what it
yeah.
is?
Nope.
And we also
That also
ran
feels
into
so on brand. We ran into, okay, so we have Justin from Webster.
Right.
We talked to Jeremy as well. Shout out Jeremy.
Yep.
And shout out Jeremiah, who was here at camp once again.
Yeah.
So is this what you guys are doing when I'm working?
Yes.
For sure.
By the way, the one guy says he was your coach.
Yes, baseball. Jeremy.
Jeremy Slack.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should we say
saw-
his government name? Okay.
Yeah. And he's like, I coached Dan. And we're like,
Yeah,
really?
I saw him. Saw him there.
We
Okay,
could
yeah.
use a coach for Dan.
Hey, Jeremy, what are you
He
up
was
to?
the cool coach back in the day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Baseball.
Nice. Love it. Yeah, so we ran, yes, while you're working, we're chatting.
It's like, how do you have time to talk to all these people?
We do
No.
it all.
Yeah. Hey, it's hard being this good. All right. We're very excited for what's coming up ahead. We hope you are all as well. And look, we have 2 more days at camp here. The Bills will be off tomorrow, but we'll have plenty of coverage Thursday, Friday, new stadium on Saturday. We're just getting going. The
Yeah.
season's just getting going. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.
The sea was angry, Jerry.
All right, on that note, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time here on the Buffalo Plus podcast. Daniel.
Titleist. Is that a Titleist?
This is the Buffalo Plus Podcast.